What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we will not be working on anything Honda related because we're working on my truck. Yes, my truck. So we recently picked up a truck for the channel because I had to retire the Mazda, man. That Mazda has been through hell. I've towed my CRX, my EG, hauled motors, transmissions, wheels, etc. There's so many shit I've done with that car, man, and I think it's time for it to have a break. So I ended up giving it to my girl because she needed a car, and boom, I gave her that, and I picked this one up. So it's a 2004 Chevy Avalanche, big body. Yes, sir. But yeah, this thing looked clean, man. You guys are probably wondering why I sound like this. Yes, I sound congested as fuck because yesterday I decided to freaking vacuum this truck, man. Bro, this thing was hell. There was so much dog hair everywhere that while I was cleaning, I started sneezing. Y'all can probably see some like dog hairs. There's hella right there. And I started sneezing, bro. So the whole entire night, I was just sneezing and sneezing and sneezing. But this morning, I took some like allergy pills, and luckily that shit helped out. And man, I feel better now because yesterday was just awful as fuck. But today, man, we're gonna be working on this truck, bro. I just bought a reverse like backup light or backup camera because having a fucking truck, man, it's tough. Especially like I could reverse this, but I just don't know what's behind me, and I don't want to hit anything behind me. So I went on Amazon and picked up a reverse camera, so we're gonna install that today. So this is what we picked up. It's the Boss audio system. Part number is LPCB40, and here's what's inside, man. You got all your wires that you need. You got your camera. Let me take this out. So I didn't want to get the one that you have to drill in your bumper. I just got this one so I could put it above my like license plate, because we might end up swapping the bumpers here in the future. Maybe like a metal bumper or some front bumper and the rear bumper. So we're just gonna deal with this one, and I think this looks better. So let's go install this, man. All right, so we're inside the truck right now. Only got my basic tools that I need. Flatheads and a little picking tool just in case we need it. I couldn't find my like plastic prying tool, so hopefully we don't run to an issue where we need it, because if anything we're gonna have to use the freaking flathead. But let's start removing this part right here because I think it should be easy. I think it's just clips. Okay, cool. I gotta turn, where's my keys? So we're gonna have to lower. It should come off easily. Boom. So the trim is off, and I believe we just need a 8. I think it's an 8. Let's turn it off. I'm gonna go get my 8 real quick. All right, I thought it was an 8mm, but it's actually a 7. So let's take all these bolts out. Cool. Put this aside. Now we can pull this out gently. I'm gonna unplug this right here. So now we're left with a whole bunch of wires and the camera. So for this camera to work, we're gonna have to plug in these 2 RCAs, which is the DC 12 volts and the video output. So the yellow one is the video output, and we're gonna connect this to the yellow male RCA. And then for the DC 12 volts, there's gonna be another wire, which is a single wire, and then we're gonna plug that in here. And at the end of this single wire, there's 2 wires just sticking out, and this will connect to our reverse light. So once we get everything installed, you turn the car on, put in reverse, this will just trigger the camera to work. So this will just be our trigger mechanism right here. So this side is all done. And then on the other side of the long wire is another male RCA plug, which connects to our camera, right? Bottom right. So we just unclip the climate control so we have more space for us to put this wire through the back. I'm gonna try to tuck it so it's not gonna be on the way. And pretty much like hidden, you know. Let me see. So I got this wire all routed down, so we're good with this. I just got the climate control all bolted up too, so that's not going anywhere. But there's two ways of doing this, man. So if you want the reverse camera to turn on manually, then you don't have to use this red wire. You can just snip it off. But in my situation, I wanted to turn on once I go in reverse. So we're gonna use this red wire, and now you're gonna look through your harness and look for the reverse input 12 volts. And we're pretty much gonna crimp this down. On your vehicle, you might have to look at the diagram if you don't have like the labels, you know, to see which wires to connect. So just don't be connecting wires, because you don't want no fucking shortage on there. So now, since I found this 12 volt reverse input, we're gonna put the red wire in there and just pretty much crimp it down. Cool. All right, so make sure it's like snug in there, it's not coming out, and then you should be good right here. So we're gonna pretty much install the head unit back on. So get your FM wire or whatever this is called and install that. Now get your yellow RCA and plug that to the camera, and then just plug everything back in. Just having a struggle. All right, so move everything aside. I'm stuck on something. All right. Now we're just gonna put all these little bolts back, and then we're gonna go and pretty much route everything else to the back and get that working. Okay. Cool. And where's my other one? Oh, shit. Fucked up, man. Cool. So we're good here. We're pretty much gonna go and pretty much finish routing all the wires through the back end. All right, so I'm putting it all in the trim, so we don't have to worry about it. So we'll open this trim up a little bit so we can. So the wires right here. If anything, we're gonna have to extend these wires. Just tuck it. See, this would be perfect with my my plastic like prying tool. All right. So we got the mid gate drop down already. And then so we might have to extend this yellow RCA wire. So let's cut this down real quick and see what's inside. All right. So there's 3 wires that we're gonna have to extend. So let's cut this off. All right, I don't have no damn extension cord, so we're just gonna have to do it like this. Probably this, yeah, that should be good right there. Right here. We're just gonna use connectors, and I'll just tape it up afterwards. Should be good right there. tape it up now. Okay, the hours. Whew. Alright, that should be more than enough, man. I'm gonna tape this other side up though, 'cause I don't want this disconnecting somehow. Yes, sir. Shouldn't see this. Let's just push that all the way through. So now we're gonna take this tail light off. It's supposed to be 2 screws, but there's only one, so it's wiggling. So we're gonna find another one, tighten it down, and make sure it's secure. Now expose all the plugs, which we're gonna need this plug right here. Take off the bulb so we don't crack it. So now we're pretty much gonna connect everything for this. I already opened it up a little bit. We're gonna extend this black wire with the 2 wires in the end. Probably up a little bit. Probably like, should be good over there. Tape at the end of this wire, because it's the black, the negative, because you want that to connect to the positive and the negative on your reverse light. Now I'm just gonna take both of them up so it doesn't open up. Alright, it should be money. Now we're gonna split this open, make sure it stays length. Now we're gonna connect these 2. Solder it up. Now just solder everything back up. Turn the solder off now. Now I'm just gonna slide this under. I'm gonna catch it down there. Light bulb back on there. Put everything aside. We don't need these no more. Now let's get back the light. Them here, so I'm just gonna screw everything up. Still gonna go find that other screw so we can secure this. So it just stopped raining out of nowhere, so we're gonna install this camera on the license plate. We're just gonna test this out first before we start cleaning it up, just in case something happens. So you connect that single black wire to the red, and then the yellow RCA to the female RCA. And then once we go check if the camera turns on, we're gonna pretty much suck everything behind the freaking bumper. So I'm done here. Let's go check if the freaking camera turns on. All right, so we're inside the truck right now. We're gonna see if the camera turns on. So I'm gonna turn on the truck. Wait for this to turn on real quick. I agree. All right, moment of truth. Put that thing in reverse. Camera turns on, man. Hell yeah. One more time. Pop that in reverse. Camera turns on. You can see my CRX right there. Sheesh. Turn this off. All right. So the camera does turn on. So now we're just gonna go clean up all the wires and pretty much just route it and make it look clean. So we're pretty much all done. The camera's all tight and snug. I decided not to drill a hole for the wire because it was just gonna look weird. So I decided to pretty much just route it behind the license plate. It looks pretty cool. Can't barely see it. And for all the wires, it's all zip tied under there, so that's not going anywhere. And for this, I couldn't find no damn screw for it, so I'd have to go to the hardware store and find one. And man, you can't see no wires except for this part right here. I could tuck it in more, but who cares? No one's gonna look through there. Yeah, minimal wires, bruh. Except, yeah, I gotta tuck this in more right here too. But there are 1,000 ways to do it, man. You don't have to follow the same exact way I did it. You know, do as you please. But if you do have a Boss audio system and you guys are looking for a reverse camera, I'm gonna leave a link in the description. I think I only paid like 20 bucks, 25 bucks or so. So it's pretty cheap and it's pretty easy to install. There's a whole bunch of videos on YouTube that you could search up. And if you are here right now, thank you guys for watching, man. But other than that, I think that's it for today, man. If you guys enjoyed the install video, don't forget to hit that like button. If you guys want to stick around and see more of his current project and the future projects, hit that subscribe button. But on that note, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.